So today is Saturday, October 17. I want to share with you about ants. So this is inside my house, and of course, I bet that um, maybe your mom is just, or maybe even your dad. They're like my wife, which is actually is always fighting, or they say that they hate the ants getting in the house. However, I'm gonna tell you this: ants are insects that actually, in a way, rule the world. They are like busy every time they see something that is being wasted. It could be material, it could be food in your house. They are ready to take it and actually recycle. They're one of the most amazing recyclers in the world. Actually, they built millions and millions of tons of, for example, soil. They produce soil, they create soil together with termites in all over the world, especially in the tropics. They have an amazing way to communicate. So if you have ants, that I bet you have ants anywhere, could be inside your house or could be in your patio, in your backyard, in your garden. I want you to take a look at how they communicate. Every time, every time an ant comes next to another ant, they're gonna stop for a couple seconds and they're sharing a lot of information. They are sharing information about where the source, the food source, or whatever they are looking for is. In those few seconds, actually, they are releasing a lot of not only chemicals, but actually people or like scientists start like discovering that it may be more at the cellular level, more like an instant exchange of actually information, energetic information every time they touch each other with the antenna. Also, they are leaving a path where actually they are going. You can see this is in my kitchen. Every time an ant is going to follow another ant, but also they're going to stop and they're going to communicate to each other and they're going to tell each other first they belong to the same colony. That is very important for ants to know that actually they're sisters. Ants from a colony, they're coming from the same mother. The queen ant is one of the, when it's ready, a queen ant will come out from some of the nest. They're gonna have wings. They're gonna mate, and then they're gonna go somewhere, and they're gonna build a new nest. And so every single ant from that nest, they are sisters, and they have about the same genetic information. And what scientists call it, for some kind of these, especially insects that are social, like ants or like bees or termites. Some scientists call them superorganisms, meaning that even though the colony is going to be formed by millions and millions of ants, they behave like one organism. So that's why they call it superorganism. So look, in this you can see they go very fast, sometimes go very slow. Every time they find one, they will gonna touch each other, and those few seconds, sometimes could be a second, they are sharing a lot of information. The information is shared using their antenna. They're gonna share the information using those chemicals that are being released. It's a smell. They kind of smell, quote unquote. It's very hard for us to understand what is the smell of ant. They're smelling them, and with that smell, with the antenna, they're like really. I mean, they're getting so much information, different information. So every time, if you have the opportunity this week, look at an ant colony. Do not do anything. Don't harm them. What I tell my wife every time that she gets like, oh, I'm gonna have to get rid of these ants. If you clean extremely well, if you don't leave any kind of crumb, even like tiny crumb, you're gonna have issues with ants. Ants, one of the Edward Wilson, one of the most amazing scientists, conservation biologists from Harvard, says that these insects are the insects that rule the world.